Light at the end of the tunnel. The journey out of senior depression. What is more frightening than loneliness? It's when you live among your loved ones in a bustling family home, but still feel alone in your own soul. Depression is not a disease of a specific age. It's an invisible shadow that can haunt anyone, especially older adults, hiding behind silent lies like I'm fine or it's just old age. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of Arthur, a man who bravely faced this challenge and found the light at the end of the tunnel, proving that depression is not the end, but a challenge that can be overcome, an opportunity to rediscover yourself. Arthur, a retired man, was once the pillar of a large family. His whole life was dedicated to work and family, with immense pride. But after his wife passed away, a great emptiness fell over his life. At first he tried to keep busy, but then he gradually lost his joy. His old hobbies like gardening and reading no longer appealed to him. His favorite armchair became the only place he wanted to be. He just wanted to sit quietly, staring blankly into space, unaware that he had become a stranger in his own home. His children noticed he was quieter and sadder. They tried everything, from inviting him out to dinner to getting him a full health checkup. All were in vain. Arthur didn't want to do anything. He felt like a burden, a useless shadow. He was afraid of being a bother and worried his children would think he was weak. He believed that this was the price of old age, a fate he had to accept. His sadness slowly became a bottomless pit, and he kept falling deeper and deeper into it, alone. Depression is not just old age tiredness. It's like a city where the main traffic routes are all congested. Our brains are a complex network with billions of nerve cells, sending messages through chemicals called neurotransmitters. When we are depressed, these chemicals become imbalanced, causing messages to get lost. The roads are blocked, and the entire system becomes sluggish. That's why we feel a lack of energy, lose sleep, and can no longer feel joy. It is a biological problem, a problem with the engine, not a failure of willpower. Arthur's pain lingered for many months, until one morning his youngest daughter came to visit. She saw a noticeable change in her father. Instead of saying the meaningless phrase, "Just try harder," she sat down, held his hand, and said, "Dad, are you feeling very sad? I think you should talk to a professional." That sentence changed everything. For the first time, he felt he was being heard and understood, not with pity, but with empathy. Arthur made the bravest decision of his life. He agreed to see a therapist. In the clinic, he didn't hesitate to express all his feelings, fears, and the emptiness inside him. He cried freely, without having to hide it. That conversation was like a cleansing rain, washing away the heaviness in his heart. The therapist explained that depression wasn't because he was weak, but because of a chemical imbalance in his brain. The therapist didn't give him complicated advice. Instead, he was encouraged to start with the simplest, smallest steps. Every day he just had to walk for 15 minutes. Though it was very difficult at first, he persevered. The first day his legs felt heavy. The second day he only managed a few steps, but by the second week he felt a lightness, a sense of life beginning to return. He started to find joy again in the classical music he used to love, and, gradually, he even began calling his old friends. He realized that everyone was still there, loving and caring for him. The biggest change came from his family. After the therapist explained depression to them, his children learned to listen and understand. They no longer urged him to try harder, but instead offered concrete actions. They would walk with him, listen to music with him, or simply sit down and ask him what he wanted to talk about. That love and understanding became the most powerful medicine, helping Arthur reconnect with the world. Arthur's life slowly brightened again. Although he wasn't always cheerful, he had learned to accept and cope with his emotions. He realized that depression was a challenge, but he was fully capable of overcoming it. Arthur's story isn't just about finding a hobby, it's about liberation. He freed himself from feeling useless and from fear. He realized that depression is not a destiny, it's a choice. By bravely stepping outside and seeking help, he found a better version of himself, an optimistic, life-loving person who knows how to create his own happiness. Depression is not the end. It is a treatable illness. Just a small step, a story that is heard, and an authentic community are the most effective medicine. If this video touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't want to miss our next healing stories and health secrets. Let's sow hope together.